At this moment, I must be able to take my body to a new level. I have to be able to dominate the energy of the angels. Goku would return to the imperfect Ultra Instinct, with which he would begin to move through each of the 12 universes, being able to reach Universe 7, which would leave him surprised, since Beerus was training with Whis, but that energy comes from above us. Who the hell are you? Apparently you are a Saiyan, but your energy is even capable of comparing with the power of the gods. Beerus at a speed of this tire would pose behind Goku trying to hit him, but being centimeters away from touching his body, Goku was able to move to one side of Beerus, granting him a slight blow, which was powerful enough to send him to the ground to crash, causing a great destruction all over the place. Whis was surprised because at first glance it seemed a simple blow. He was amazed by the fact that he was able to disintegrate hundreds of mountains all over the planet, and the planet of a god of destruction was much more resistant than any planet. This is incredible. I cannot believe the power you possess. At first glance, it is a Saiyan who has been able to dominate a part of the Ultra Instinct, the state beyond the gods. As observant as always, Whis, but I did not think you would be able to notice my Ultra Instinct if I have it at the lowest level. This mortal is very peculiar. He knows my name, and apart he says that the state he uses of the Ultra Instinct is the lowest. That must not be possible. Of a great explosion, Beerus would expel all his power, because the power he had received had caused him incredible damage. So at the moment, he had thrown himself against Goku, who without any difficulty was able to dodge each of his blows without much effort. That's right, the power that Goku possessed this time was enough to face an angel, and so he used all his power. He was even able to battle Benshinkan before he absorbed all the power of Zeno. Goku, with a slight blow again, was able to send him to a few rocks, in which Beerus would begin to release too much blood all over his body. Damn it! What the hell is that Saiyan? How is it possible that he is capable of causing me so much damage with a few simple blows? Goku would begin to walk towards Whis, completely turning his back on Beerus, which would make him rage much more. Beerus, using his reserves, was launched again, but this time Goku would observe him fixed, and with great mental power, he was able to leave Beerus out of combat, while he would continue to approach Whis. I can see that you do not have bad intentions, since otherwise you would have been able to end the life of Mr. Beerus with a single blow. But who are you? I come from the future, Whis, and I come to ask you to teach me how to dominate the energy of an angel. Since in my timeline, Benshinkan has betrayed us, and I am sure he wants to end everything he has built in Ozama. Help me, please. You are the one I trust. Goku would teach Whis the sphere that Beerus had granted him when he had arrived at this timeline, so Whis would realize that everything that the Saiyan was telling him was the truth. But he had thousands of doubts about why his father would betray the divine. I will help you raise the angelic energy, but first I need you to release all your power to know what level you currently possess. Okay, I'll surprise you, since I have trained tirelessly to have all this great power and be able to save my timeline. Goku would access the perfect Ultra Instinct, with which his power was able to make Whis fall into a new transformation since he arrived at that timeline. His body was able to withstand much more energy charge. Goku, realizing how Whis was not even able to move, would decide to return to the imperfect Ultra Instinct again so that Whis is not affected by his power. Wow, it really shows that my part of the future has trained you in an excellent way. But then tell me, do you want me to give you the secrets of the angelic energy? Since you currently surpass my power thousands of times, I cannot train you. That's right, Whis. With what you give me the knowledge to unlock much more potential with the angelic energy, I know I can do it on my own. Thank you very much. Whis at the time with his great power was able to transmit all the knowledge about the angelic energy to Goku, who was able to fill himself with knowledge even observing in his mind a transformation far beyond the Ultra Instinct. "I appreciate it, Whis. It's time for me to go train. I have to save my timeline." This is how Goku would begin to move around the entire Universe 7 again, arriving at the temple where the Room of Time was located, and not being recognized by the God of the Earth. Goku, with his incredible speed, was able to enter the Room of Time without being discovered. So he would begin his new and rigorous training. Returning to the present, all the warriors of Universe 7 had remembered their savior, while even Vegeta remembered his greatest rival. And remembering his last training, but without wasting time, all the mortals had decided to merge with Vegeta. That's right, Vegeta would be the base body to support all the energy load, as well as being able to evolve much more. So at the moment, the last warriors present would be Jiren, Toppo, and Hit, who observed the Prince of the Saiyans with a big smile. "I never thought I would have to join you, Saiyans, but we will do everything necessary for our multiverse to survive. You already have the energy of destruction. You will be of great help to increase your power. We trust you, Vegeta. I will grant you each of my techniques as a killer. Use them wisely, and finish those miserables. I trust you, Vegeta. We will be the annihilating resistance of this multiverse." The warrior trio would transform into energy, beginning to enter the entire body of the beginning to create a new warrior, which on this occasion, even Grand Priest and Freya had been able to feel all the magnitude of his power. Grand Priest, that power is gigantic. I dare to say that it is on par with our power. And who is that incredible power? Freya, are you really surprised by so little power? The training we had was precisely for that. It does not matter if a warrior is a little more powerful than us. We have the dark energy, and also known as massacre energy. I know, Grand Priest, but don't forget that if a warrior is much more powerful than us, he is capable of neutralizing all types of energy that we use in his body.
Excellent point of view, but that is the fusion of all my children, and they only surpass us slightly. We will be able to defeat them without any problem. But in the same way, two equally gigantic powers were felt all over the place, while at the top of all 12 universes, a giant of light blue energy would be formed. We will be the resistance of the entire Shinsama multiverse. We will not let you end the creation of the king. Ha ha ha, so you want to compete against me? How interesting. Unfortunately for you, the only warrior who was a threat to me is already dead. It does not matter if you fuse or train. You are mere worms on my side. Grand Priest would in the same way release all his incredible aura, again representing the giant in the entire Shinsama multiverse. That's right, the battle for the throne was about to begin, the good against the bad, while Goku would continue with his great training to be able to defeat Grand Priest once and for all. Grand Priest's aura had also intensified in an incredible way. That's right, this time both sides wanted to end this once and for all. So instantly, without prior notice, both sides began to approach. However, on the side of the gods, the angels, and the fusion of the Saiyans Vegeta would be the fighters, while all the gods in the same way had joined the body of Beerus. However, Beerus would be of support since he would reinforce his companions with bursts of energy. At the time, the fusion of the angels had created an imposing being of angelic energy, which had even softened his sword with the energy of a Grand Priest. So instantly, the fight between the fusion and Grand Priest would begin, while at that moment, Vegeta would face Freya. You sound very confident and brave, but it is a pity that your words cannot be at the height of your strength. What do you think if we check it out, since I want to crush you? Freya, with a flashing movement, had thrown a big blow at him, but was surprised, realizing that Vegeta, with a much faster movement, had been able to lean on his back. It will be better if you take this battle seriously,
or otherwise you will come out very wounded, and I do not intend to take responsibility." Furious, Freya would give him a kick, but Vegeta's speed was stunning, or that was what Freya believed, since at the time Vegeta, in his first movement, was able to propel him with a blow, which made him fall to the ground with incredible power, so much so that he is soon able to leave her out of combat. Freya would at the time begin to vomit large amounts of blood, since the damage she had caused was of an incredible level. Damn it, what happened? I was not able to see anything, no matter how fast. I have to be able to at least observe when he hits me. What happened? I thought you would be able to do something against me, even if it is with your hands, since if we continue like this, I will get bored. The jump techniques in hits time are very useful. The last thing Vegeta would only think about. So at the moment, Freya would begin to increase a large amount of all her power. So at the time, devastations would occur throughout the two universes, but the warriors this time were unable to do anything. Vegeta, it seems that he has the battle under control. In that case, I will help him to the angels. Beerus in the same way had balanced against Grand Priest in the same way. However, Grand Priest, despite being at a disadvantage, did not look cornered. In fact, he would begin to fight with both without any problem. Ha ha ha! Despite having merged and fighting both against me, you are not capable of doing anything against me. But I will show you that I am capable. Grand Priest at the time would take a little distance, so his incredible aura would represent him all over the place, beginning to give a beating to both warriors. Vegeta at the time would be aware of the great technique, so he said to himself, "I'm sure I can still release an Osara, that he is able to repel Grand Priest. I have to try." However, Freya, realizing that Vegeta was with the low guard, balanced against him, but the prince of a powerful blow was able to leave him out of combat, so he would close his fists, beginning to concentrate. After a few seconds in which both warriors were still massacred, an incredible aura in the form of an Osara could be observed, and without prior notice, he was able to destroy Grand Priest's aura. But his aura in the same way would be destroyed, needing a large part of spiritual energy. What? How have you been able to create an aura like mine? In fact, how have you been able to destroy it? Both deities began to fall, so they would be held by the Prince of the Saiyans, who had transmitted a little of his power to them, so that they were able to defend themselves in case Freya regained consciousness. Do not worry. I will take care of this damned miserable one. I have no intention of losing, so you better prepare yourself, Guardian, good for nothing. I am surprised by the power you have, since despite being only a simple mortal, your energy and skill in battle surpasses those two punches. At the time, both would be observed, and without mediating a word, they would launch one against the other. The battle of both was devastating, so much so that millions of living beings from all 12 universes died. That's right, the amount of unconscious beings was surprising, but Vegeta was not able to stop, as he knew that if they lost, the entire multiverse would be completely eradicated. Instantly, both were given a powerful blow, which had sent them to fly to a planet. Both began to spit a little blood. Wow, the power of your fists is incredible. You do not compare yourself in anything to the other garbage that I defeated. With you, I can move some of the muscles. Apparently, after all, that stupid girl has not been able to dominate all the dark power, so it will be better if I give her a better use. Grand Priest in a sphere of dark energy would disappear from place, appearing on one side of Freya, who began to regain consciousness, but she was very badly injured. Grand Priest Sama, please help me, and I'm sorry, I have not been able to meet your expectations. Do not worry, after all, I already knew that you were good for nothing. Grand Priest would instantly place his hand on Freya's forehead, which instantly felt an incredible pain, as if his life was being snatched away by his own creator, while the energy began to flow through the entire body of Grand Priest. Being a good-for-nothing, it will be better to regain the power that I have placed in you. So at this very moment, you will disappear.
Freya was unable to do absolutely anything against Grand Priest and instantly would disappear from place, since Grand Priest had left absolutely nothing of Freya. While his power had been enhanced in a superhuman way, even each of his wombs had been regenerated. At this moment, I have 100% of all my power again. I am ready for the second assault, so you better prepare yourself, Cyans. I can't believe the scum you are. You didn't care to snatch your own creation from life. She fought for you, and you get rid of her as if she were absolutely nothing. Ha ha ha. I don't think you are the ideal person to question me. You Saiyans destroyed planets. You end the life of beings for pure pleasure. I know, and for that same reason, I intend to give my life, to redeem everything I have failed. I have no intention of you ending the life of innocent people. I want to check it, to see if you are powerful enough to achieve it, miserable worm. At the moment, both began again with their great battle, but this time, the blows received by the Prince of the Saiyans caused him incredible damage. Bruises spread throughout his body, as well as internal bruises. The deities, realizing this in the same way, threw themselves in the help of Vegeta. For his part, in the past, Goku had been able to finish with his great training, because this time he had been able to have total control of his energy. So at the moment, he would leave the room of time at an incredible speed that had not even been perceived by anyone. I have to say goodbye to my parents before I leave. Goku would begin to move around the universe, reaching his planet quickly, observing his father, who continued with his rigorous training. Wow, I'm surprised by the power that runs through your body, Father. If you continue like this, you will end up surpassing me. There is no doubt about that. Haha, Kakarot, how long without seeing you? I have been able to illuminate my energy completely, just like none of my transformations have an energy wear. Father, I'm glad to hear it, and I assure you that when all this passes and I am able to return, I will teach you to master the energy of a god. Are you going to leave, my son? That's right, Father. I have to be able to save my timeline, and I feel a bad feeling. I understand, my son. I trust in the power you possess, and please do not forget us. I would never do it. Please say goodbye to my mother. Of course, Kakarot, I will do it. No, damn it! My friends are about to die. This can't be like this. What's going on? Why did the whole multiverse go paralyzed? In front of Goku, a Zeno could be observed, which left him surprised, since according to the possession he had, the great Zeno had died at the hands of Grand Priest. Goku, there is no time. Grand Priest has really betrayed us, and he has taken my power. But not being a worthy being, he will not be able to use even 10% of all my power. But I choose you. I give you the essence of which I once was, the great Zeno. Goku, before being able to say anything, an overwhelming power will begin to enter the entire body of Goku, while his hair began to grow, since this time he needs to evolve, since otherwise his body could explode. Do not worry, this time pause lasts approximately 3 months, so I trust that in this time you will be able to dominate all my power. I know you can, friend. After a few hours, Goku was able to contain all the power of Zeno. However, he was not even able to take a step, since his body was so heavy, just like his muscles were too big. But the power that ran through his body was impressive. The power that Zeno has given me is incredible, but I have to be able to dominate it.
since it does not matter how much power it has, if I am not able to move, I will end up defeated. Goku, in these 3 months, would begin to train his new power, because he knew that the power he possessed in Ginkan was not at all low. Goku, in all this time, was able to dominate 78% of Zeno's power. However, 3 months had already passed, so at the moment, time would go back to normal. It's time to end your life once and for all. If you are not able to do anything, you do not deserve to be alive. Damn you! I'm sorry. I have not been able to protect you. I am useless. Damn it. I hope Goku prepares himself, since the power that this damn traitor possesses is incredible. Thousands of arrows of energy were aimed at the 3 warriors who had accepted their fate, since the power of Grand Priest after absorbing Freya had been enhanced in an incredible way. I have finally been able to end these damn scum. Now I do have to be able to become the master and lord of this pathetic multiverse. However, the arrows of energy were about to collide with the warriors. The arrows began to disintegrate, leaving absolutely nothing, which left Grand Priest very surprised, as did everyone present, since a being of huge angelic energy was able to hold the trio of warriors. What the hell? Who is the being that is capable of releasing all that incredible amount of energy in his aura? While the aura of the angel held him, the trio of warriors had recovered in its entirety, being in the same way surprised, since they did not understand absolutely nothing. But like a flash, an incredible warrior wrapped in a silver aura would stand in front of Grand Priest, which with his simple pressure was able to break several of his bones. Is that the little power you have achieved in all this time? It's a shame. You are nothing more than a worm compared to me. I remember that voice. I remember that damned voice. It is not possible. The deities of Universe 7 informed me about your plan, so it cannot be you, Son Goku. Everyone was surprised, but at the moment that the aura would begin to fade, it was possible to observe a very different Goku, since in his body it was even possible to observe the symbols of the great Zeno-sama, while his gaze imposed respect. It is a pity that the deities of Universe 7 knew about your plan much earlier, so they were able to send me to a safe place. I knew you would be able to return to Goku. He has been able to end everything created by the great Zeno-sama. I'm sorry to leave everything in your hands. Kakarot, you are and will be the most powerful Saiyan of all the universes. There is no doubt about that. Now please, make him feel the real terror.
Goku would begin to approach Grand Priest, which at the moment, despite everything, would still release all its power, so 2 incredible auras began to collide. Goku had exceeded to his maximum power, with which he was prepared to face Grand Priest, which was still surprised, but above all, furious, to know that he was deceived by the deities of Universe 7. Damn good worms for nothing. We came to end you. Divine palms. The aura of Grand Priest had bounced against the warriors. However, a similar technique would be executed, but the power this time was much more powerful than that of Grand Priest. Beerus, Whis, I'm sorry for thinking that you had betrayed me. You were able to give me a new opportunity, and I will not let you down. Goku, you really have incredible power, but it is not yet time for you to face Grand Priest. The damn thing has even been done with negative power. Mr. Goku, we will give our lives for you, but leave, since we will not have a savior like you again. Insect, give my life for you? I never thought I would do something so pathetic, but you really are the only warrior who would be able to defeat Grand Priest. Since when do my people die so easily? I will not allow that, since at this very moment I plan to end that miserable worm. Camouflaged in shadow, Grand Priest would move towards Goku's back. However, Grand Priest's fist
had been disintegrated when it collided with Goku's sword. You better wait patiently for your death, since I plan to humiliate you in the worst possible way. I plan to make you regret everything you have done. Grand Priest, using a large part of his vital energy, was able to heal his arm by taking a little distance. However, his face could be seen the terror that Son Goku inflicted on him, since negative energy was not easy to destroy. What the hell happened? How was he able to disintegrate my arm? Is his energy much more powerful than the energy of destruction? Goku would create a purple barrier with destructive energy, but in its core, a large amount of celestial energy would not allow Grand Priest's attacks to be able to destroy it, since it had to possess a much more powerful celestial energy. It's time, Grand Priest. At this moment, you will be the warrior who is able to end my life. Or do you have to call the gods to do the dirty work for you? Goku would move at an incredible speed against Grand Priest, being able to give him a slight blow to the chest, only to cause him more panic. Grand Priest, at the time of reacting, would try to take distance, but this time it would not be a slight blow, since Goku, with an incredible blow to his stomach, was able to make him fall to a planet, creating a great destruction for everything in its way. Have you not been able to see it coming? Don't tell me you're good for nothing in combat. On the ground, you could see how Grand Priest spit out large amounts of blood. No, damn it! The body I possess is the perfect body. A damn Saiyan should not be able to do this to me. I can't allow it! Grand Priest would stand up, releasing all his power, even much more power than his body was able to bear. At the moment Grand Priest throws himself against Goku, which Goku would respond in the same way. Both warriors began to have an incredible fight. Their simple blows were able to destroy everything around them, because the power was amazing. Although there were not many planets left, due to their fight against the deities, the few planets that remained standing were completely destroyed. Vegeta said. Sarnak, with a slight explosion of ki, would throw Goku and Vegeta far away. Even so, the Saiyans would not give up so easily. Both would launch against Sarnak, attacking him with all their strength, while Sarnak entertained them. Whis and Bato would approach Grand Priest. Father, we tried to warn him, but it was impossible with Sarnak by his side, Whis said. I know, Grand Priest said. I just hope they don't suspect anything. If he loves us, he's been waiting for this for a long time. Do you have anything in mind? Bato would ask. I can't think of anything. Grand Priest said, the stronger Mr. Goku and Mr. Vegeta, the easier it is for Sarnak to decide to eliminate them. For now, we can only be cautious, Bato said. With all the years that have passed, I don't see any reason to keep waiting a little bit longer. I don't think so. Grand Priest said. Goku and Vegeta would launch several key attacks on Sarnak, but all these attacks would hit him without hurting him. Sarnak plans to restart the universes, Grand Priest said. I can't believe it. When? Whis said. When the cycle is fulfilled. At the moment he woke up, he says that the universes have manifested themselves in similar ways to the last cycle, and he does not want to make mistakes. In about 40 and a few years, everything would be disappearing. Grand Priest would explain. It can't be, Beerus said. Excuse me, who invited you to the conversation? Grand Priest said seriously. How sorry I am, Beerus said. Anyway, he already knows. There is no point in hiding it, Whis said. What's more, I think he will now be 100% sure which side he should be on. I will give the warning to the rest of my brothers, Bato said. But don't leave until Sarnak finishes playing, Grand Priest said. Goku and Vegeta were still doing their best to hurt Sarnak, but all their movements would be useless. As much as they forced their powers, there was nothing they could do. Goku and Vegeta at one point would really look exhausted. They had spent a lot of energy. The truth is that they are very funny to me. With so little age and so many powers, they leave the very gods obsolete, Sarnak said. Sarnak would snap his fingers. Goku and Vegeta's bodies would light up without understanding what was happening. "What is this?" Goku said. Suddenly, Goku and Vegeta would suffer from a series of explosions that would leave them in pieces. Both would fall to the ground, losing their transformations. "I'll see you another time," Sarnok said. "Grand Priest, it's time to go." "As you command, Your Majesty," Grand Priest said. Grand Priest and Sarnok would leave there, while Whis and Bato would go to Goku and Vegeta to heal them. They were about to die. "Heavens, that did hurt," Goku said. "This guy has infinite power," Vegeta said. "Stop complaining, you have less time to overcome your powers," Whis said. "So the best thing you can do is train very hard," Bato said. Moments later, Whis and Bato would explain Sarnok's plans to them. "I can't believe it. He's a damn psychopath," Goku said. "Just be careful when you say that. In another place, I could hear it as if it was present," Whis said. "And now what do we do?" Goku would ask. "Besides, the power difference is exaggeratedly different," Vegeta said.
"If you're going to complain, better not do anything," Beerus said. "Mr. Beerus, don't say that, it discourages them," Whis said. "Mr. Goku, Mr. Vegeta, we must speed up the process." "Do you want to use the time room?" Vados would ask. "It's the only way to get results in a short time," Whis said. "Well, if there is no other," Goku said. "But if we go without you, they won't teach us anything." "We have no choice," Whis said. "Anyway, we trust that you have the knowledge necessary to expand your powers," Vados said. In this way, Goku and Vegeta would enter a time room that was on Beerus's planet. On the other hand, we see Sarnok and Grand Priest observing all the universes. Sarnok seriously thought about what to do with the matter of Goku and Vegeta. "It causes me a bit of intrigue if in other universes there are beings as powerful as them," Sarnok said. "At the moment, we have not had news about it," Grand Priest said. "So maybe I should do the restart now. What do you think?" Sarnok said. "So early? I thought I wanted to save the exact date of the restart," Grand Priest said. "The time remaining is short. It would not make much sense to wait," Sarnok said. "If I did not do it now, it was because those two subjects caused me a lot of intrigue. Maybe I want to have a little fun with them," Grand Priest said. "I do not know. They could be powerful beings that serve as entertainment." "Yes." "It's a good idea," Sarnok said. "Tell me, do you want them alive?" "Sorry," Grand Priest said, "but I have something interested in them. Do you want them alive?" Sarnok would ask. Grand Priest was puzzled by Sarnok's questions. It was as if he suspected him. "Great Lord, the choice is yours. I will please all your wishes," Grand Priest said. "It seems perfect to me," Sarnok said. Moments later, Grand Priest would manage to send an emergency message to all the angels, where he made it clear that Sarnok was in no way to disappear everything even before expected. Each of them knew that they could only wait and trust Goku and Vegeta so that the plans would follow as he once indicated, Zeno-sama. Within the room of time, 10 years had already passed. Goku and Vegeta felt really strong, but they were aware that they were far from reaching Sarnok's level. "Heavens, it's an eternity, and we still have a long way to go," Goku said. "Sarnok is a very powerful subject. We can't get discouraged," Vegeta said. "We have to give it everything," Vegeta would finish by saying. Within the room of time, Goku and Vegeta continued their intensive training. Over the 10 years that had elapsed, they had managed to increase their power considerably. Both had reached a new level of mastery over their Super Saiyan Blue transformations, even more powerful than in their past lives. They had become faster, stronger, and had perfected their combat techniques. Even so, they were not sure that this would be of any use to them against Sarnok. Goku and Vegeta trained together, facing each other in fleshed-out combats. They knew each other so well that their movements had become almost predictable, which forced them to constantly overcome each other. As they perfected their control over the Divine Key, they could unleash powerful waves of energy without fear of losing control.
We are still far away. We can't stop, Goku said. Shut up! Don't tell me what to do, Vegeta said seriously. Outside the room of time, Whis and Vado were waiting for the return of the Saiyans. They knew they didn't have time to lose since Sarnok planned to restart the universes in a very short time. I just hope everything goes well, Whis said. Our father said that Sarnok planned to restart everything again, Vado said. Do you think we should reincarnate them again? No, that would be very obvious. Sarnok would be waiting for them, Whis said. If they don't defeat him now, there will be nothing we can do. And fight, Vado would ask. Are you crazy? Whis said. I know we are angels, but once in our lives, we could fight for what we believe is right, Vado said. That is something that is completely out of the order. Also, our father would not approve it, Whis said. So, we leave everything like this and that's it? Vado would ask. Is that what we have to do? Whis said. On the other hand, I don't know if we should take them out of the room of time now. I have no idea of any of their progress. Meanwhile, Sarnok and Grand Priest continued to watch over the universes. Sarnok was becoming impatient and increasingly interested in the Saiyans. He knew that his time for the restart was approaching, and he could not allow anything to delay him. He kept doubting whether to carry it out before he expected it or not. I think I will visit those Saiyans again. I haven't seen them in days, Sarnok said. What do you think? Well, we could go, but what if it gives him more time to get stronger? Grand Priest said. Oh, I see that's what you want, Sarnok said. Grand Priest felt that Sarnok distrusted him and that he threw him in directs. But he had no way to find out without being direct. Great Lord, it seems that you think things about me. I only remember the day I fell asleep. How did it happen? Sarnok would ask. If our master slept with a sleeping potion while he slept at his nap, Grand Priest said. Yes, it is true, Sarnok said. I only left him in charge for a few thousand years, and that damn dwarf took advantage. That is why from now on I only sleep naps if I restart the multiverse. That way I'm calm. And tell me, do you sleep? Grand Priest said. Yes, a little, Sarnok said. In somewhere in reality, Zeno continued to exist. Although he had been replaced in his role as king of everything by Sarnok, he still persisted in some corner of the multiverse. He was in a state of lethargy, without interfering in the affairs of the universe. But his presence was still an enigma. Although he had left instructions to the angels for Goku and Vegeta to help him regain his position. Within the room of time, Goku and Vegeta continued to challenge each other. After another 5 years, they had reached a level of power that allowed them to stay on par with the angels. Their determination and fighting spirit were unbreakable, and they were determined to exceed their limits. I think we are in the power of Whis, Goku said. That means we are far from the power of Grand Priest, Vegeta said. Heavens, I wonder why Grand Priest does not fight on his own, Goku said. That would make everything easier. The angels are like that. They don't intervene, Vegeta said. There is not much we can do about it. But they are helping us. I don't understand, Goku said. If you think about it that way, they are helping us to become stronger, and that is to intervene.
But they do not fight on their own. Not to intervene, it does not make much sense. We are not angels to think for them, so it does not serve us to waste time thinking about things like that, Vegeta said. Then we just train, Goku said. We cannot think of anything other than making us stronger. Goku would decide to try the Ultra Instinct, and by doing so, he would unleash overwhelming power. His aura turned white and his hair looked normal. He had reached the Ultra Instinct, a state of combat that exceeded all his expectations. Now that he is dominated, my hair is the same way, Goku said. It is because the state you had before the Ultra Instinct was an over-effort, Vegeta said. Vegeta would do the same as Goku, achieving the Ultra Instinct as well. It is not so difficult after understanding it, Vegeta said. Oh yeah, what a joke. You learned it from me, Goku said. Don't be stupid. The Ultra Instinct always existed, Vegeta said in a bad mood. Anyway, now that we are 2 users of the Ultra Instinct, we can put it to the test, Goku said. Goku and Vegeta would stand guard ready to test each other. Both would throw themselves at each other, but they would stop before arriving. They would remain motionless for a moment, waiting for the reaction of the other. Suddenly, Goku and Vegeta would attack each other with a fist blow, colliding their attacks with each other. The room inside would fall apart thanks to the great manifestation of energy. Then they would begin to attack each other at high speed, but both would cover each other, not managing to connect a single attack. Suddenly, they would feel that the room of time would lose its increased gravity. It was Whis and Vados who had opened the room of time. "Hey, we were training," Goku said. As he said, "They were," Vados said. When both came out of the room of time, they had reached an unimaginable power. They would face Whis and Vados to demonstrate their powers. "Are you sure to do this now?" Goku would ask. "It is not convenient for us to attract the attention of Sarnak," Vegeta said. "Don't worry about that," Whis said. "What's more, if we didn't get them out, they would have disappeared." "What?" Goku said. "It turns out that Sarnak intends to restart the universes before expected," Vados said. "Damn, that leaves us without time," Vegeta said. Both Whis and Vados would notice the increase in power in both Saiyans. "I see they have become very strong," Whis said. "Want to try?" Goku said. "I don't see why not," Vados said. "Hey, remember not to attract Sarnak's attention," Beerus said. "True," Whis said. Whis and Vados would create a barrier over the planet of Beerus so that in that way they would not feel their powers at the time of fighting. Goku and Vegeta would begin to raise their ki to the maximum, each becoming a Super Saiyan Blue. Vados and Whis could not believe it. "Impressive! They have exceeded all expectations," Whis would exclaim. "It's time to put into practice what we have learned," Goku said. Sarnak does not know what awaits him. Goku would launch Whis while Vegeta to Vados. Between both, they would manage to have a fairly fierce battle. Each of the angels fought seriously, but they would realize that they were not giving everything. "So, is that all?" Whis said. "I think they can offer a little more," Vados said. Goku and Vegeta would observe each other and express a smile of confidence to both. "What do you say? Do we put it to the test?" Goku would ask. "We don't have time." "I think it's the best time," Vegeta said. "What are you talking about?" Vados said. Goku and Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan Blue would relax their ki. In that way, a white aura would surround each one. They were manifesting the Ultra Instinct. "It has to be a joke," Beerus said, disconcerted. "They are using the Ultra Instinct," Whis said. "That's amazing. They only spent 15 years inside," Vados said. "It's the first time we do it with the Super Saiyan Blue," Goku said. "We can take this as our last test," Vegeta said. "Okay," Whis said. Whis and Vados would throw everything at Goku and Vegeta, but both would disappear out of nowhere. Without the angels noticing, both Saiyans were behind them. In this way, they would attack them with the sword, throwing them several meters away. After that, Whis and Vados would throw a rain of ki balls, but Goku and Vegeta would receive the attacks as if they were incorporeal. "Are they really doing it?" Vados said. "That technique is difficult even for us," Whis said. "This is something I learned from Heed, and I tried to put it into practice," Goku said. Suddenly, both Saiyans would reach Vados and Whis, and with a simple blow to the stomach, they would leave them motionless. The barrier that covered the planet of Beerus would disappear completely. "Zeros," said Goku. "Not bad," Whis said in pain. "That was surprising. They overcame us," Vados said. "Damn, these guys are scary," Beerus said. Meanwhile, on the planet of Sarnak, time was running out. It had been several days since Sarnak revealed his intention to restart the universes, and the moment was approaching. The angels were restless, aware that the fate of the universes was at stake. Their plans had not yet been developed as they had studied. Sarnak, increasingly anxious to carry out his plan, met with Grand Priest to discuss the details. They were about to give the order when they found out that Goku and Vegeta had enhanced the Ultra Instinct. How is this possible? How could they grow so much in such a short time? Sarnak would ask with surprise. Grand Priest, can you explain it? They are Saiyans. Their potential is unlimited. It seems that we underestimate their ability to grow, Grand Priest said calmly. Sarnak, although intrigued by the power of the Saiyans, would decide that he would not allow anything to stop him. He was determined to carry out the restart of the universes, even if that meant facing Goku and Vegeta. Tell your children, I will do it now, said Sarnak. As ordered, said Grand Priest. Grand Priest would give the official notice to all the angels. It can't be. He's going to act now, said Whis. We have no choice. They have to fight now, said Vados. But, said Whis, if they don't, they'll disappear, said Vados. Take them all at once, Beerus would scream desperately. Goku and Vegeta, aware of the imminent threat, joined Whis and Vados to develop a plan. They would decide that they should face Sarnak before he could carry out their restart plan. While preparing to face Sarnak, the Saiyans receive a message from the other angels. They explained the situation and would ask them to stop Sarnak at all costs. Goku and Vegeta would go to Sarnak's planet, where they would find him with Grand Priest ready to carry out the restart. What is all this? Said Sarnak, furious. We will not let you destroy reality again, said Goku.
We came to give you what you deserve, said Vegeta. There was no need for so much dialogue, said Grand Priest, upset. Again, said Sarnak. I see. You two are very strong because somehow you got away from destruction. Sarnak would watch Grand Priest waiting for an explanation. I have nothing to do with it, said Grand Priest. Sarnak would point to Grand Priest, creating ki on his finger. Goku and Vegeta would stand in front of him. Not so fast, said Goku. Before destroying everything, we will give you the pleasure of fighting against us, said Vegeta, very proud. Goku and Vegeta were in front of Sarnak, willing to stop their plans to restart the universes. The tension in the air was evident, and the three warriors were ready to unleash all their power in a battle that would determine the fate of the two universes. So you know everything, said Sarnak, while everything in the palace began to tremble. I see that you have been favored by the angels. It is the only explanation I find. Soon you will find something else, said Goku. Be careful with that mouth. You were talking to the king of everything, said Sarnak, furious, as he unleashed a great wave of energy. Grand Priest would take distance to leave the situation between the two Saiyans. Sarnak, although surprised by the sudden arrival of the Saiyans, would not show signs of fear, although of indignation. His defiant gaze was with that of Goku and Vegeta, and a great emotion was reflected on his face. Our friends knew that this battle would be their greatest challenge so far, and they were willing to fight with everything they had. They were determined to demonstrate their newly acquired power. Both had reached the Ultra Instinct, a state of combat that surpassed all their previous transformations. Their white auras radiated an impressive energy, and their eyes shone with determination at the same time that they would transform into Super Saiyans Blue. They can't beat me, said Sarnak as he launched towards our friends. The battle would begin with a switch of blows and ki attacks. Sarnak would launch a great massive energy attack towards Goku, but the Saiyans would respond with a wave of energy that would counteract Sarnak's attack. Vegeta joins the fight, attacking Sarnak from another angle, creating a constant pressure.
He launched a rain of ki attacks with an intensity that he himself did not expect. Sarnak received all the attacks on his back, but he would decide to support them all. "It's not bad, it's a good massage," said Sarnak. Sarnak was not an easy opponent. His control over the divine ki allowed him to handle energy with mastery, and his speed and agility were impressive. He easily dodged Goku and Vegeta's attacks, countered with quick movements, and responded with powerful attacks. Both Saiyans were facing the most glorious challenge of all, fighting the most powerful being and the king of everything. On the other hand, Grand Priest and the angels would arrive at the place where Zeno-sama rested in his lethargy. "Is it safe to wake him up?" asked Vados. "If we don't do it, everything will be more difficult," said Grand Priest. "Zeno-sama is the only person who can support the power of the king of everything," said Whis. "Indeed, not even I with my power can do it," said Grand Priest. "It is a particularity that Zeno-sama has." Grand Priest would use a spell to wake up Zeno-sama. He would have all the memories forever, since like the angels, he had endured during the reincarnation. "Hey Zeno-sama, did you beat Sarnak already?" "No sir, they are far from that," said Grand Priest. "Mr. Goku and Mr. Vegeta were reborn with their memories and powers, and after improving their performance, they are managing to fight Sarnak," said Vados. "Perfect, let's go there. I have to recover my position now that Sarnak is distracted, yes?" said Zeno-sama. The battle spread throughout the planet of Sarnak. Entire mountains were destroyed and the sky lit up with energy explosions. The fight was intense and fierce, and none of the three warriors seemed willing to give in. Although Sarnak was enjoying the encounter, he was not really taking it seriously. "Now you will see what I am capable of," said Sarnak. Sarnak would begin to compress his muscles, raising his ki to the maximum. Sarnak's power was so intense that space-time would deform around him. "It can't be, it's too much," said Goku. "This guy is stronger than Grand Priest," said Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta would realize that they needed a strategy to defeat Sarnak. They would begin to work together, combining their attacks and synchronizing their movements. They would create a symphony of energy by throwing ki blasts that enveloped Sarnak from all sides. Even so, they couldn't do anything to him. Sarnak's power was colossal. It almost seemed to have infinite power. At one point, Goku and Vegeta would throw everything at Sarnak, reaching each one with a powerful fist blow, but still they would not do him the slightest damage. Their fists would rattle on him without doing anything to him. "It's not true," said Vegeta. Sarnak, with a simple ki blast, would throw Goku and Vegeta far away. Both Saiyans would roll several meters on the ground. "It is incredible that you have reached this level. Nobody had put me in this position," said Sarnak. "It was fun, but now it's time to finish this." Sarnak would begin to compress his muscles, raising his ki to the maximum. Sarnak's power was so intense that space-time would deform around him. "Not so fast," said Zeno-sama. "Hey, what are you doing awake?" said Sarnak. "Grand Priest, explain this." "The fidelity of the angels to Zeno-sama is eternal," said Grand Priest. "That means they were planning it all the time," said Sarnak, furious. "I will not forgive them for this. I will destroy all the angels. All the universes will disappear. I will create new ones, and I will do it alone." Sarnak would throw everything at Zeno-sama, but the angels would use a control technique that Sarnak would submit for a moment. Grand Priest would be supporting. In this way, Sarnak would remain motionless, although he would resist with great tenacity. "It can't be," said Sarnak, furious. "Hey, I think you two need to merge," said Grand Priest. "Vegeta?" "Yes," said Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta would begin to take the steps of the fusion, while Zeno-sama would go to Sarnak. He would put his hands on his head, and begin to extract the powers of the god of everything, which allowed him total destruction. Sarnak would scream in pain, since that for him was a great torture. Little by little, Sarnak would weaken as Zeno-sama regained his powers. Sarnak, for his part, would not stay behind. He would use his divine ki to create an energy shield that protected him. However, the angels would continue to press, increasing the intensity of their attacks and gradually eroding Sarnak's shield. "Zeno-sama!" Sarnak, furious, would scream. Finally, in a moment of despair, Sarnak would channel his divine ki into a final heartbreaking attack. A massive energy sphere would form in his hands and detonate it on himself with the intention of damaging them all. The angels would be sent far away and would remain unconscious, while Zeno-sama and Grand Priest could stand up. "Great Lord, you have managed to weaken him," said Grand Priest. "Even so, I am stronger than you, miserable useless," Sarnak said. Sarnak would launch a devastating ki attack on Zeno-sama. Grand Priest would stand in front of him to cover him, but to nothing of the impact, Gogeta would arrive, and with a simple blow he would deflect it. "He did it," said Grand Priest, disconcerted. "Damn, they dared to merge," said Sarnak. "Zeno-sama, this was your plan? Of course, they are strong when they merge," said Zeno-sama. "Do you already have the power of destruction?" asked Gogeta. "Yes," said Zeno-sama. "Then we can eliminate the face of Mumia," said Gogeta. Gogeta would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing great power. "I cannot believe it. My powers weakened with that, and this fool is stronger," Sarnak would think carefully. "I have to take this seriously or I will be expensive." Sarnak would launch a powerful ki ball. Gogeta would concentrate his energy using the Ultra Instinct in a joint attack, creating a bright and white ki ball that would meet Sarnak's attack. In a colossal explosion, the resulting energy would unleash a wave of shock that would shake the entire planet. The energy explosion was so powerful that even Grand Priest would be affected in his position. The fight would reach its culminating point, and victory was within reach of Gogeta's hand. When the explosion finally dissipated, the smoke and dust covered the battlefield. After that, Gogeta would throw everything at Sarnak. He would arrive with a powerful kick in his chest that would throw him away. Sarnak had no chance. Everything had turned in favor of Gogeta. "It's your end!" Gogeta would scream when attacked with a great final Kamehameha. Sarnak would receive the attack without being able to resist it, to the point that half the planet would fly in pieces. The angels would regain the knowledge, amazed by Gogeta's power. "It cannot be true, they reached that level," said Dados. "If he doesn't, no one will be able to do it," said Whis. "I just hope they don't lose the fusion," said Whis. "Can they lose it?" asked Dados. "It's not with the Potara clay, it's with the dance, and that lasts less based on the energy expenditure," said Whis. "The fact that those subjects are united is something out of our understanding," said Whis. Sarnak looked badly wounded. He lost blood all over his body. Even so, he did not give up so easily. "Damn bastards, they will pay me," said Sarnak. Sarnak would take a few steps forward, but he would lose his balance. "You have lost, Sarnak," said Gogeta firmly. "But we still have a decision to make." "What?" said Sarnak. "Do not waste time. Kill him," said Zeno-sama. "Okay," said Gogeta. Gogeta was about to attack, but he would lose his fusion. "It cannot be," said Goku. "Always at the worst moment," said Vegeta. "It's still ours," said Goku. Goku and Vegeta were in their basic forms due to the energy expenditure, but they still felt competent to eliminate Sarnak. Goku and Vegeta would approach Sarnak, who was unable to move. They knew they had to eliminate him as soon as possible. Both would rush towards Sarnak, but before reaching him, he would explode his ki to the maximum. It would create a great storm of energy that would take them by surprise, throwing Goku and Vegeta away. "It cannot be. He can still fight," said Vados. "We have to help," said Mojito. "No, you cannot do anything," said Grand Priest when advancing. "Just stay here." Goku and Vegeta would fall to the ground, but Sarnak would jump on them. These would roll on themselves at the right time, dodging their attack. After that, they would prepare to attack Sarnak hand to hand. Despite Sarnak's state, he managed to maintain the fight. Goku and Vegeta attacked with all the energy they had left, but their blows were too slow and weakened, so they would not be able to do the slightest damage to him. "Now you will see what happens to you for messing with me," said Sarnak. Sarnak would hit each one in the neck. Both would run out of breath for a moment. Then he would throw them with a ki attack. Both Saiyans would fall to the ground, unable to move. After that, Sarnak would large a ki ball in his hand and attack with everything, but Grand Priest would arrive just in time. With great effort, he would hold the attack and manage to deflect it to one side. "Grand Priest, are you crazy?" Goku said. "You will not be able against him," Vegeta said. "He is weakened. If he doesn't offend him, I will finish him off," Grand Priest said. "I can tolerate the offense," Goku said, exhausted. Grand Priest would throw himself with everything towards Sarnak. He would hit him hard on the face, but he would barely take a step back. Sarnak, with all his strength, would respond by returning the attack. Grand Priest would be fired away when receiving such a powerful blow. Even so, Sarnak would fall on his knees and begin to view blurry. He was in his last energy reserves. "I can't let myself win like this," Sarnak said, that was very hurt. He was very exhausted. What will happen now that Sarnak is at his limit? Will Grand Priest be able to finish him off? And even more importantly, what will be the fate of all universes? We will know all this in the next part of this theory. For more parts, other movies, and more compilations, this video has to reach 100 likes, many comments, and subscribe for more theories. See you in the next part.